In this lecture, we're going to create our player game object. Right-click in the hierarchy, select Create Empty. Let's name it Player. We're going to reset the game object's position by clicking the three-dot button at the upper right corner of the transform component and selecting Reset. Go to Project Little Adventure, Mesh Asset, Character, Main Character. Drag Little Adventure ND mesh file onto the player game object. Rename the mesh game object to Visual. Here we can see an animator component is automatically added to the visual when we drag it into the scene, since a visual contains a character model and skeleton. In most cases, this component comes in handy, but it is not what we want for this tutorial. Let me explain why. We're going to be sending a lot of messages from the animator controller to our player game object throughout this tutorial. In Unity, these messages can only be received by the same game object that the center animator controller is attached to. You see, our player and visual are two different game objects. So if we send a message from the visual, the player game object will never receive it. This is why this animator controller in visual won't work for us. Let's remove it from the visual game object. Now we're going to add some lights to lit up our player. It seems like these lights don't make any difference. This is because they're set to only affect objects on the player level. Let's expand our visual game object. Select Little Adventure ND Mesh and change its layer to player. Now with the lights working correctly, we finished setting up our player game object.